That's the court system's way of telling you we have a 2-minute warning and take a deep breath and relax. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Appellate Division First Department's admission ceremony today at 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm sorry that you're not in our grand courtroom to experience this admission ceremony because it is, I think, one of the defining moments of your career. But that said, I want to welcome you all, and Ms. Guerrero, please proceed.
Thank you. May it please the court. Good afternoon. I, Veronica Guerrero, counsel to this court's Committee on Character and Fitness. I'm honored this afternoon to present to the court 40 applicants for admission to the bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each applicant here today. Accordingly, and on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant appearing here this afternoon does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York, and therefore I do hereby move for their admission.
Well, we have heard the motion. Typically, we will all would adjourn and go back in the back room and debate about whether or not we should grant this motion. But seeing that there's 40 excited people, folks, candidates here that want to get admitted to the bar, I think my colleagues and I have already decided this motion and will grant this motion. That said, I want to, on behalf of this bench and the court, Ms. Guerrero, please extend our gratitude to the Committee of Character and Fitness in terms of interviewing and reviewing all the candidates' qualifications. And we couldn't do this without them. And I want to thank them on behalf of the bench for their service. So thank you very much. Ms. Stowat, please proceed.
Good afternoon, Justice Owen. Good afternoon, candidates. Candidates, please raise your right hand. I'll recite the oath in the form of a question. At the end, I'll ask you to unmute your mics and respond by saying I do. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law according to the best of your ability? Please unmute your mics and respond.
I do.
I do. I do.
Congratulations, attorneys. You may lower your hand and please remute your microphones.
Okay, so that's so now you can exhale. You inhale and exhale. You take a brief breath. I'm not so sure if you paid attention or if you, because you're hearing so much, that that Ms. Soha called you all as applicants and candidates, but at the end of the oath, she called you all attorneys. So that's a wonderful thing, and you all should be congratulated on that. What we traditionally have at this moment in time is one of the justices on the bench will offer their comments and give you some inspiring words as you go forth from here on as attorneys. And that task falls to my colleague, my colleague here, Justice Anil Singh. Justice Singh?
Thank you, Justice Owen. On behalf of the justices of this esteemed court, we extend our hearty congratulations to all of the newly admitted attorneys. Admission to the New York Bar is a notable accomplishment. Great effort and sacrifice was required for you to achieve this special moment. Your families, friends, and loved ones are proud of your accomplishments. But remember that in no small measure, your accomplishments were achieved because of the support by those around you, their emotional support, so important these days, mentoring and financial contributions that paved your way to this very special moment. Our lives, for good or worse, have been changed by the pandemic, but we cannot ignore the dire consequences of the pandemic on our society and its institutions. This, unfortunately, has led to injustice. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Your role in this web of humanity, should you choose to accept it, is an important one. Are you willing to volunteer and use the skills you've honed to help others in dire need of representation? Are you willing to make yet more sacrifices to make a difference in people's lives? Ours is the noblest of professions because it's underpinned on the notion that we're here to serve others. Its power gives you the ability to shape society, the economy, and politics. Use it wisely, use it fairly to evolve the law, to meet the challenges of today, and to provide for stability tomorrow. I am truly sorry that we are unable to accommodate all of you and your families in our beautiful courtroom. Justice Oing is correct. When I was there sitting in your position many, many years ago, I was truly in awe of where I was. But ultimately, the courtroom is only a structure. What makes it special are its people, the staff, the judges, the lawyers who practice in it. I hope someday you will have the privilege to argue in the First Department, or at least visit and observe all its players performing their roles at the highest levels. I now turn to your obligations as attorneys. Please do not take them lightly. They are a keystone to our profession. You must, of course, zealously represent your clients, but always consistent with the highest ethical obligations to be civil, courteous, and respectful of others, including your adversaries and their clients. As attorneys, you hold a public office and must always adhere to the highest ethical standards, both in your professional and personal lives. But just as important, be passionate about your work. I assure you, you will be rewarded both professionally and personally. Again, on behalf of this court and our incredibly hardworking staff, I extend my congratulations to each one of you. It's my privilege to welcome you as attorneys and counselors at law to the New York State Bar. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to you, and I really hope you folks have a wonderful evening, even though it's raining outside. Take care.
Thank you, Justice Singh. So this session is now concluded. We turn it back over to Ms. Guerrero, who will give you the nuts and bolts as to how to get this thing all settled and taken care of. Ms. Guerrero.
Thank you, Justice Oing. All the new lawyers will stay on with me, and the judges and Ms. Soa can log off.
Don't click that click that dismiss button just yet, folks. Have a good one.
Yeah. Thank you, Judge.
Bye-bye.
Bye.